Episode 2/4.
Episode 2.
Let's get right.
Can you hear us?
Let's get right.
Justice, stop chewing in the mic, my nigga. We're not gonna do that shit.
He's
Do
like,
I sound pretty good? Okay, just making sure.
all right.
Cause if I don't sound good, it's
Are
bad
the mic?
audio.
Are the cameras on?
But you can't just
Cameras are
be
rolling.
chewing in the mic though, bro.
Can you hear me chewing?
You're not chewing right now. No, now you're not chewing.
nigga say-
You're
Nah, I definitely heard him.
Thank you.
Well, cause I'm a chomper though. You know what I'm saying?
hey.
Hey, yo, pause.
You got that
You
big
chop
dick in
shit.
front of your face.
Go ahead, chomp some shit.
All right, okay.
Welcome
Shit.
back to another episode of Talk That Talk. You know, it's your boy Reese.
Yep. It's your boy Jay Cook.
Get your boy Big Faz, man.
Why you guys gotta use It's Your Boy? I use It's Your Boy. Use
But
something
we're
else,
just
my
trying
nigga.
to copy you.
We're just
because
following the leader.
We're following the leader. Hey, man. He tells us what to do, and we do it. So, you know what I'm saying?
How's everybody's past few days been?
Man, it's been good. I mean, everyone's showing love on Talk That Talk on the podcast on YouTube. So I think that's one of our main goals is just to make, because I had people hitting me up that never hit me up saying like, yo, that's a good podcast.
Facts.
That's a really good podcast.
We already
So,
got some special guests that's already down to be in the podcast.
As you guys could see, the setup kind of looks a little different. We did get we brought back our old mics, plus we got a new mic for Fads, just because, you know, we just wanted it to sound a little better. Last episode, I'm not gonna lie, we did have some difficulties with the audio, and we're back and better. You know what I'm saying? We grow, like we said with you guys on the first episode. We wanted you guys to see us grow, so.
I feel like every episode is just gonna be something.
We're gonna add
new.
on
It's gonna
something
be
new.
one little thing that's just gonna add on. It's gonna be
I was literally talking to Sellies about that today. I said, it's crazy because I when we started this podcast, I was like, I don't know if you know, we want to talk about relationships or just celebrities or drama, but I was telling her, I feel like every podcast is just gonna be a different focus.
Bro, we're gonna go through so many different topics on this podcast. There's no genre to put us in.
That's why it's Talk That Talk.
Talk That Talk.
And I think you know, one feedback that I got, man, was it was funny and it was like knowledgeable. Like, you know, I learned a couple things through it, and I was just like, that's the kind of I want to stay in that lane. I want it to be funny, but I want it to be something to where I watch a bunch of podcasts to learn too. Like I watch a bunch of Kevin Hart podcasts.
It's like having a substitute.
We can make learning fun too.
You ever had a substitute?
What? I love having a substitute. That was fun. And then I
never
got to
really
learned
anything with substitutes.
Yeah,
bro.
nah.
I got to learn that my teacher
I felt like it was a day
Whatever.
off. You know, so I mean,
Yeah.
I feel you.
it goes both ways.
So, what you guys want to talk about to start this off?
I feel like the first thing that we have to talk about, bro, and the reason, wait, why? What are you gonna say?
Don't say something about me.
Mr. Bean.
Look, you got PTSD. I feel like the first thing we gotta talk about, because I feel like there's so much controversy around it, man. You know, and somebody who came into this industry that we're doing right now, you know what I'm saying, and blew up, became the #1 searched man in America, and not even America, in the world.
For sure.
And then boom, gets banned from all social media platforms. Andrew Tate.
You guys have to educate me a little bit on him, because I haven't done my research on him, to be honest.
You know what's crazy? I was talking to Cook too, bro. He was saying the same thing. He said he knows a little bit about it, but it's like,
I know of him through Nelk. Other than that, I didn't even. I never heard of him.
Shout out Nelk boys. We're all supporters. For sure.
I've never heard of Andrew Tate, and that's no disrespect to Andrew Tate, but I've never heard of him until I saw Nelk's.
I
podcast
feel
with
like a lot of people that found out about him was through TikTok.
mm-hmm.
And that's where a lot of stuff is going viral right now. But Andrew Tate, he's not even from America, huh?
No, he is from here.
He moved
to
away.
Croatia.
America, that sounded funny. He's not from America.
America.
United States.
He's not from the land of the free.
So where is he from?
He's from here,
He's
but
from here.
he moved to
just
Croatia.
Oh, so
Weird.
you don't know nothing about him. You just know he moved to Croatia.
That's crazy.
Learned that off Nelk. I learned it off Nelk.
But,
Okay.
Nah, but the one thing about me, man, with him is, if you guys were,
Because he got banned. For anybody that doesn't know, he got banned off. I just saw Instagram and Twitter.
And TikTok. No, everything.
Everything, bro.
He's doing some new platform. It's called Rumble or something like that.
Yeah. But the
So
thing
it's
is,
just like YouTube.
how many times have you seen social media platforms all social media platforms ban one person.
Okay, excuse my French, but is he banned or is it a PR stunt?
No. But one
banned.
thing.
How would it not be a PR stunt? He's getting paid. Now everybody that wants to see something
No,
about
bro.
him
One
has
thing
to
that
go.
because I was watching this podcast with Steve Will Do It, and we'll get to Steve Will Do It in a little bit because he just got banned.
Yeah.
So
Facts.
he was saying that Andrew Tate. I don't think Andrew Tate got banned for the shit that he talked about girls. I feel like he got banned for the stuff that he talked about the government, like COVID,
And I agree.
abortions, all that type of stuff. I feel like they banned him because of that. They didn't ban him because of all the disrespectful stuff he said about girls. Maybe I do know a little bit about.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, but I feel the same exact way because I watched all his podcasts. I'm not saying I'm a fan.
No, 'cause I heard,
Andrew
like,
Tate.
But he had such
Knowledgeable.
great perspectives on things to where it's like, okay, take away some of the things that he was saying. He had such great perspective on things. So I was like, man, like, you know what, bro? Like, damn, bro, I didn't even think of it like that.
And
He's a real smart guy. I'll say that because I've heard him talk.
smart.
He's really smart on how he carries himself. He knows.
he reminds me a lot of you. That's the funny part.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, y'all
Like,
just don't stop.
very, very, very.
Hear that?
No, but it was the thing with me, man, he was talking a lot about the government and how like the schooling system and education, a whole bunch of stuff like that, to where, he said this one thing that really caught my attention. He was like, hopefully I don't get banned.
Can you get banned for talking about him?
Oh, nah,
You can.
probably not. No way.
I'm kidding.
I was like,
But he was saying this one thing. He was talking about how kids, right? Kids, they go to kindergarten. What age?
5.
5.
he not Lala's in.
No, Illy's in kindergarten.
Yeah, they go to
5.
kindergarten around 5, right? And at 5 years old, that's when you kind of, where did you learn how to do that? I learned it from school. And then so they learn so much stuff from school. The schooling system teaches your kid so much things of how to stay in the circle and how to stay in the system, to where it's like, if your kid comes to you and is like, oh, I learned this from school, and you're like, why would they even teach you that at school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it gets to a point to where it's like they keep you in a system throughout. Okay, you got kindergarten, you got elementary school, you got junior high, you got high school, then you go into college. And what do you do after college? You get a job. What do you do after you get a job? You go and you work that job for 20 to 30 years. And then what do you do after that job? You retire, and then you get a Social Security. Like, you understand what I'm saying? It's like a system that a lot of people think, like, this is the way you got to live. And for us three, one thing I've realized is we're all entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
Right? And we all got out of the... You graduate college?
No, I went for 1 week.
Did you graduate college?
I went for 1 semester.
I dropped out of college senior year with 1 semester left.
I remember.
Damn,
that.
nigga, how old are you?
Yo, bro, don't do that, bro. I'm 25, bro. I'm 25.
So you just dropped out like a year ago, 2 years ago.
Like 2.5 years ago.
That was right when you started doing foreign exchange.
Yeah, that's when I started trading and everything like that. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just drop. I was like, you know what made me drop out? I'm gonna get back to Tate.
Yeah,
you know what made me drop out, man?
Get back to Lil Tatey.
One of my best friends graduated with the same degree that I was going to get. And I seen him. I watched him for a year. He didn't do nothing with that degree. And he's smarter than me. I was like, bro,
You don't
what
need
the
a degree
heck?
with
It was a
shit,
business
no.
and finance degree.
You only need a degree if you're trying to be like a fucking neuroscience surgeon or a doctor or something
Something
shit
that
like that.
requires a degree.
Or like I've even seen like you can't even like graduate in the police academy if you don't have a degree. Like you can stay at like a patrol officer, but you can't move to like detective.
We could talk about that.
Nah. You can't move to like detective or none of that shit unless you have a degree.
Yeah, so I realized that degrees don't mean nothing. And I'm
Okay,
not
so
trying
back to Andrew Tate.
I'm not against schools and nothing like. If you're in school right now, do your thing, man. Keep it up. But
Personally,
I'm saying, like, you know.
So with his message, what was he trying to say? With
it was just things that they don't naturally talk about, and people aren't. It was something like it clicked, bro. It was a perspective that a lot of people didn't understand, man. And it's with a lot of things, bro. It's about how to make money. It's about being an entrepreneur. It's about systems.
So you're saying like the stuff that they teach in school is not what's
When was the last
actually
time you
needed in
used
life.
y equals mx plus b?
I used to say that. That's why I didn't do the homework.
Bro, you understand what I'm saying? When was the last time you squared something, bro? That's so wild. But it was like that's the type of things, bro. It's like, you know, we're learning this throughout school, and it's like, okay, school's over, and it's like you never touch that subject ever again, bro.
Yeah, no.
But there is that side of school that's a lot of the stuff. What I had to come to conclusion with, because I was that kid in high school that would always question,
when am I going to use this?
Exactly. I would always question my teachers. Like, okay, I'm doing.
You know, only a lazy person asks that.
No,
It's sad to say, but
a smart individual is asking.
But you
why
weren't
this
asking
information.
that at that point because you were a smart individual. In high school, you were saying, when am I ever going to use this? Because you didn't want to do the homework. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I also
You're
didn't
asking
want to
that
do the
now.
homework because I didn't agree with what I was learning. I didn't think I was learning anything, in which
What?
I've never even used. Like you
Yeah.
said, y equals mx. What
I've
did you
used
say?
Y equals mx plus b. When
2
are
plus
you ever
C.
See, I
going
don't
to
even
use
remember
that?
what that equation was. Y equals
Like
what?
if I asked that in high school right now, and you were my professor.
I won't even remember what y equals mx plus b is.
Yeah.
Or the Pythagorean theorem.
What?
But I learned that a lot of school was teaching you the process of things. It wasn't what you were learning. It was the actual structure of school. It was having homework, having priorities, waking up early, being on a schedule, meeting new friends, learning social skills. That's what school is for. So that's why I say I definitely think that school from kindergarten to high school, end of high school, is needed. But when it comes down to college, I think that, like you said, if you're not going to school to be a doctor, a nurse, a lawyer, I don't think, you know what I'm saying?
But you got to
should have
also remember is like back then,
I was about to say that.
back then you needed school. Like there was like
to get any type of decent paying
there was
job.
no phones, there was no like internet, there was no social media to be made money off of, like none of that. So back then you needed, that was the only route. You go to high school, you graduate high school, you go, if you play a sport, you want to go to college, get your full ride, and you get to get your education that way. And then you need a degree to get a type of job, unless you want to work a fast food chain or something like that. But that was what our parents were putting in our head, and it wasn't wrong. It's just barely once we graduated, it didn't even happen until a year or 2 years after we graduated high school, and then we're like, oh, we could really make money off social media. We don't need college.
So-
because you even came back from college saying, I'm going to do community. I came back from university saying, I'm going to do community. And then change of plans, and we decided to take a different route. And now we're making money without a degree. And so we're so quick to say, no, you don't need a degree to make money. But there are a lot of jobs out there that you need a degree to make good money.
But that's the thing. Like, that was, and this is how I see society nowadays. And
It's a safer route.
yeah.
Nobody wants, not everybody.
Security, man. It's security. And it's like there's two different types of people. One that needs security and people that don't need security. And when I say that, man, it's because
I like that.
you know, thanks.
Punchline.
But when we grew up, you know, we basically are just yes men, right? Go to school, okay. You know, learn this, all right. You know, we're not gonna go to college,
Don't
right? That's
question.
when we finally start to be like, It's really like, how many times have you heard somebody say, you know, my parents made me go to college?
A lot.
Yes. And it's like, we're just yes men. But then we start to, after college, you know, after high school, that's when men and women finally have their breakthrough of damn, bro, is this what I want to do? You know, and then we have to start putting into realizations. It's like, or start putting in perspective that, yo, bro, we're not living in the same society as our parents did. So we're listening to our parents, but then it's like we're not living in the same world that they're living in, because now it's like, bro, like you see 19, 20-year-olds making millions of dollars off of YouTube and TikTok and social media and drop shipping and trading and a whole bunch of stuff like that, to where it's like, yo, that wasn't there back then. Phones wasn't there.
Not everybody either wants to be famous and making money. Not everybody wants to be their own boss and make money. Some people are like, okay, I'm more comfortable with the routine because they got a family, and they're just like, okay, I want to wake up at 7 in the morning. I want to get off at 4 p.m. and I want my evenings to my family. I want my weekends off to where I am secure and I'm like, okay, I know I'm going to be making $80,000 to $100,000 this year. I know my salary is XYZ. Let's say 89,000. Okay, I know exactly what my bills are. There's those people that like that structure and are like, okay, I'm gonna go get my degree. I know I'm gonna get this job with this degree or somewhere around that structure, and I'm gonna be making this to this, and I'm set for the rest of my life. Some people are like that, and they're like, nah, I want to only do that. I don't want to do more, because at the end of the day, it does get stressful sometimes to us. We're like, fuck, if we don't do this, we're not getting paid.
Facts.
At the end of the day, we're depending on other people to get us paid. I mean, I'm gonna speak for us, because with YouTube,
Same thing.
Same thing with me.
well, because you're not depending on people to get you views. Your shit is kind of like
It's
hitting
not
with
views,
with
but it's still
It's in a similar.
you know.
It's similar.
Are
It's
you
very
talking about Forex, or are you talking about the other, like, stock trading or the?
I mean, it works both ways. It works both.
Okay,
ways.
so what I'm saying is basically, when it comes down to the, why are you guys looking at me like that?
Bro, we're just listening to you, bro.
I'm moving away because
They're just listening.
my tune is chomping.
When it comes down to like us or like my music, it's sad to say, but I have to depend on other people to stream my music or to stream our videos to make sure my bills get paid. And sometimes I'm like, damn, I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it is the job that we're in right now. I enjoy it. And you know what I'm saying? When it comes down to the route where, if it ever comes down to the route where it's like, okay, it's not getting it done, then I figure out what I need to do. But some people don't like to do that. They like to depend on a boss to.
Yeah. And I feel like it fucks with a lot of people's mental health too.
Facts.
Like, bro, if man, we can talk about like you can have all the money. Yo, don't believe you can have all the money in the world, you can still be depressed, man.
for sure.
You can still be depressed.
Perfect example. I'm just kidding.
No, hold on.
Hey, perfect
I'm
switch.
happy, man.
So I feel like what I was gonna say too is, like he was saying, how you were saying, when it comes down to us being young and having these expectations that you can either have, like you said, you can either go the safe route with having security and going to college, or you can have, you know, that not safe route and taking the entrepreneur route. I feel like a lot of the new day and age that we're in has this pressure and this stigma on us that when you're in your 20s, if you're not rich, if you're not making millions, you're not doing it right. And I feel like a lot of that has to do with social media.
Wait, so who's putting that
Exactly.
pressure on us?
Social media.
Social media. I would say, like, how many times have you watched social media and ad pops up? You want to make $1 million. You want to live like this.
It's
Hop on a
every
jet like
day.
this.
You're seeing-
Or, yeah, you're seeing. Even you can go to Kevin Hart's page. You see he flying on jets. You can go to, bro. You can go to any
Everybody's
entrepreneurs.
idol is pretty much rich, if you think about
Yeah,
it.
and then they feel like, and it messes with people's mental health, and it's like it comes to a point to where it's like, all right, we'll really think of it like this: you're at your job, you're sitting down, and this is why social media is a lie, right? This is why social media is a lie. IG is a lie. You know,
That's a big topic right there.
and-
Social
and
media is a lie.
I'm going, and I'm gonna be honest, and the reason why I say that is because you watch people's stories, and they could be in the Caribbeans on the beach, and you're like, damn, bro, why do they get to be there and I don't? And you're at your job, you're watching, you're listening to your job, or you're working at your job, and you're like, damn, bro, I want to be there, right? But at the end of the day, you don't know what it took for that individual to get to where he's at. And that's what a lot of people think, like, damn, I want to be exactly where he's at. No, you didn't work half as hard to get to where he's at.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not saying, you know, it's no shame towards jobs or anything like that, bro, but there's so much things that we see on social media that is just a lie. Like, you know, I can go and post $100,000, but how do you know it's my money?
Facts.
Perception.
Camera cut out, but back to it. Like I was saying, perception, I fall into the stigma of like perception on social media, because a lot of things that I do on an everyday basis for my supporters, for my followers, is trying to make sure that they only see the good in my day. A lot of things like I'm posting, a lot of stories that I'm doing, I'm only trying to show them positive.
But you know what's so crazy about that is we've had conversations that when you, or when anybody does that, I'm just speaking, you're an example.
Yeah.
When you do that, do you notice that your views do better when you show the negative and the good parts of your day rather than the good parts of your day?
For
Well,
sure.
we
'Cause I've
talked about
noticed-
that in the last episode. People like negativity.
I've noticed that when I show like more of my life, because I'm an artist, so I like my page to look like an artist page. I like it to have all professional pictures, all that type of shit. But I noticed my numbers were dropping. So I'm like, okay, how can I get them to boost up a little bit more? So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna show them more of my life, and I'm gonna get more like in depth with it. I'm gonna take more selfies. I'm gonna do more funny videos, whatever like that. What I do on the daily, my numbers started growing more, and so that's why I feel like going piggybacking off of you, like.
So perception, yeah, exactly. Like you said, bad and good. One couple in specific, being specific, that I feel like does like a crazy job. I don't know if they have PR or what it is, but Chrisean Rock and Blueface.
Oh,
I feel like, yeah, ooh.
Bro, I've heard so much.
They were actually just out here in Arizona, and they went viral
for fighting
again for fighting. And what's crazy is, like you said, like showing the bad and the good. They literally go viral for showing how toxic their relationship is.
Okay, but the question is, are they toxic or are they just deeply in love?
Well, I feel like this is a question for you guys, and I'm gonna ask you guys: if you're in a relationship and you're, you get to a point to where it's like it's getting physical, how do you handle that?
First
You're
off,
going
I'm
to jail.
gonna be completely honest. Like, me and Raylene, we argue. Everybody argues, but it's never. And I don't think I 100% believe that I don't think it will ever get physical, because I'm a super chill. Like, when we argue, like, I literally talk like this. Like, it's only gotten to a point, like, I think one time, and you can ask her after the podcast if I'm capping, but it's only gotten to a point one time where I screamed, and I caught myself, and I was like, okay, maybe I shouldn't have done that. But I don't scream. Like, I talk like this, and we just try and talk it out. Like, so I don't think it'll ever get physical, because I'm not that type of person. Like, I was not raised to be physical with a woman.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like I said in the last podcast, I think it's all about how people are raised. Like, if you grow up and the dad is beating on the mom, and like you see it at not a super young age, but if you see it like as you're becoming like a teenager or whatever, and it's still happening, and she's not doing anything about it, and she's staying with him, the kid is automatically going to think it's right.
A lot of relationships that I feel like are viral right now, when it comes down to Chrisean Rock and Blueface, Austin McBroom and Catherine, whoever else has went viral for like having toxic relationships and like almost breaking up but staying together, then almost breaking up, staying together. I feel like a big motive that keeps these relationships together is the fact that their image, their brand is their money maker. And a lot of these people like Chrisean Rock or Blueface, if they weren't together, no matter how toxic it gets, they're going to stay tied some way, somehow or another.
I don't know.
Together.
I don't know.
Until it gets to the point like where Chrisean Rock, you see her, she's blowing up on her own. She's getting to that point where I guarantee you, I'm calling it right now. What's today? August or September 1st. She's gonna, you said rock 'em?
She's gonna start rapping.
Oh, she's gonna start rapping. She's been rapping.
She's already rapping.
But they're gonna fade out because she's gonna realize
she's bigger than him now.
She's
she
bigger
doesn't
than
need
him now. And now she doesn't need the Blueface Chrisean Rock buzz. She just wants the Chrisean Rock, and she's gonna switch her whole image. That's how it always happens.
And then Blueface's image, like, bro, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, you're staying in a relationship where you're going viral for getting a black eye, and your shit's happening to you.
But he's getting his music streamed by her. He doesn't. She's bigger than him at this point.
But think about it like this. As somebody from the West Coast, right? And I looked at Blueface when he first came out. I'm like, yeah, I fuck with Blueface. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but after like seeing that, I'm like, damn, bro, what's happened? What happened to all that shit you was talking about on your songs? Like, you getting beat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to be that type. I'm like, damn, bro. Like,
but there was a video.
Yeah,
I was just watching this TMZ video that just popped up.
Yeah,
all right. There's this TMZ video that popped up of them, and the dude behind the camera is asking, like, do you think it's ever gonna get to a point where you guys are past the physical part? And she was like, yeah, I think like, and the dude behind was like asking like, who throws like the first punch? And he was like her. Like, he just kept saying her, and like she was like, yeah, I'm working on like like thinking not physical right off the bat. Like I'm working on talking it out before I get physical. And he was like, you heard it first. And like you could tell Blueface was like, nah, she's capping. Like she's always gonna be physical. And like I can't.
She just seems
bro, I would
like
not
that
let
type.
I would not let a woman put her hands on me. I'm not gonna get physical with her, but I'm not gonna.
It's done.
And if she does get put her hands on me, no.
I'm gonna get some
sorry.
cousins on you.
It should go. It should go both ways.
I got some cousins.
Hey, we got some crazy cousins in Colorado.
It's crazy how that works too. Like if a girl puts her hands on you, it's not a big deal. Like it's like, oh, what did he do to deserve that? They're probably like the girls, dudes, whatever are backing them up. But when it comes down to a dude, and I'm not saying I agree with the dude putting his hands on a girl at all. I have never ever put my hands on a girl. But when it comes down to girls putting their hands on a dude, I feel like it's a lot less of like, and I just don't understand that. I understand it's a female, it's a dude. Like females are obviously a lot weaker and they shouldn't put their hands on a dude, but at the same time, or they can and they won't get in trouble as much. But it just doesn't make sense to me how it's not as big of a deal when a girl puts her hands on a dude rather than a dude putting his hands on a girl.
Well, let me ask you this.
Dudes are a lot stronger, bro, because a girl
it's
punch.
still a person.
But
I've seen some buff girls.
Nah, there are.
What are you talking about? So what if some buff shorty bigger than you, right?
She's not rocking my shit. I promise to God.
I'm not saying that. But she came up to you and she started slapping you around. Like no.
She's not slapping me around.
But I'm saying like
just hypothetically.
Like hypothetically, she walked up to you, boom, one time in the face. Okay, you let it slide. You let it slide because yo, you're a girl. Okay, bet. Boom, another time. She's stalking you. Like, huh? Like, she said, huh? She's like, what's up? And then she hit you again 3 times in a row. What are you doing? What are you doing?
First off,
Reese?
I'm not getting hit 3 times in a row. Just like.
I'm saying though.
I'm not getting hit 3 times in a row.
What are you doing though? What are you doing?
There's no I wouldn't even know what I'm doing until I'm in that situation. Until I were to ever get in that situation. But it will never happen.
You're gonna act off emotion. I promise you, you're gonna do something that you
say it right
wouldn't.
now.
I will probably regret what I do, but I will say I will make sure there are cameras rolling, and I will make sure she will have to hit me 2 to 3 times for me to get mad. Because if she were to hit me, I'm about to be like, you need to stop. And then she hits me again. And now I'm telling her, you better stop. You better stop that. And then the third time, okay, it will get physical, but I'm not going to like fucking dog her. I'm going to like de-escalate the situation. I'll probably get her down and I'll tell someone like, bro, you need to
You're in handcuffs.
Like, you need to stop. I told you 3 times. Nah, I don't. But there's a lot of those situations where you don't know what you would do until you're in that situation.
Yeah, you can't.
But the whole, did you guys seen the video of them when they were fighting?
They were inside of a bar in Scottsdale.
See, I didn't see that video. I saw the one on LA on.
Oh, that's old. When they were walking down
That was like
Melrose.
2-3 months
They were
ago.
walking down Melrose, right? Or they were on Hollywood Boulevard.
They were
or
after
something.
the club.
Yeah,
Drunk.
I
And
remember that.
you didn't see that one?
Yes, they were walking on Melrose.
And
or
he
something
has her
that.
like in by her neck.
But bro, I'm gonna be completely honest, bro. Chrisean is like a dude, bro.
Oh,
I can tell she's strong as shit. She plays football. She does all this shit. No, bro. I
She's
know her
on a
punches,
reality TV show where
her
all they do
punches
is
will
punch.
come like a dude's punch,
Bro.
And if a punch feels like a dude, okay, it's gonna get physical. I'm sorry.
See, look, bro. I was watching a clip of her, and she was like running the football like a running back. And I swear to you, bro, it didn't even look like it was a woman. Like it didn't even, bro. I swear she was stiff arming dudes, and I was like, yo, this is a whole beast. This is a monster.
No, wasn't she raised by like hella brothers though?
I don't know her bad.
I'm gonna be completely honest, bro. I want to know who her family is, because
she had to have
either if she's in the wrong or the right. I don't know if she has older brothers, younger brothers, whatever. I'd be pressing Blueface, bro. I'm gonna be completely honest.
No, I actually seen a video that her brother sent a video, like obviously on social media, like on his story or something, was saying like he was gonna whoop Blueface ass for putting his hands on her or whatever. So
Yeah.
But okay,
Wait, since we're speaking on social media, one more time. So this is one other thing that's going on in the social media world right now. You know Addison Rae, the TikToker. Do you know who Addison Rae is?
Nah.
TikToker, like she's one of the biggest TikTokers there is.
Nah.
So whatever, you know Addison Rae.
About to talk about her mom.
Bro, have you seen that? Her mom and her dad split up, right?
Yeah.
Her mom is like early 50s.
But her
late
mom and her
40s.
dad split up because, well, I don't know if it's because, but I guess he was like hitting on TikTokers on the low.
I don't know.
Young
old is this guy?
TikTokers.
I don't know.
Oh, like about to
So
die.
listen, so if she's tripping about that, he should be tripping on her about, you know, Young Gravy?
I've heard of him.
Damn Gravies. That song on TikTok.
Go ahead, sing it. For us.
Whatever. No. She went to the Addison Rae's mom, early 50s, went to the VMAs with Young Gravy. Young Gravy's like 25, right?
Real boy.
Kissed him on live television.
Tough.
And is like doing this like social media flirt. So I don't know if it's for the numbers, but she is kissing him for sure. They are like, they've been
How
going
would
a little
you
bit.
feel
And
if like our mom was
Addison,
doing something
nah.
like that?
And Addison Rae's dad called Young Gravy out for a fight, but like Young Gravy, I guess, like responded in a mature way and was like respectfully no. But you could tell Young Gravy is doing this for a publicity stunt because he's one of those dudes that are like kind of like a one-hit wonder type.
And me
TikTok.
not knowing
The
anything
TikTok
about
girl.
it, I was like, yo, I feel like, okay, with Addison Rae being like one of the top TikTokers.
And she said she doesn't. She's ignoring both their sides, the mom and the dad. She has nothing to say. She's being
that's
smart.
That's the thing. The mom and the dad
Are embarrassing her.
Yeah, but another thing is
fame got
Addison
to their
Rae.
head.
Yeah, it got to their head. They're seeing their son blow up to where, or not, their daughter to blow up, and they're like, okay,
Is it a daughter or is it a son?
I don't
Daughter.
know. I
Just
just know the
kidding.
name. I just know well, they're seeing their daughter blow up, and they're like, okay, well, you know, like I want some fame. I've seen her do it so many times. Like, okay, I know how to move around. I know how to maneuver. So I mean, shoot, that's a little weird. But hey, I'm 25. You know, and
You would date a 50-year-old, bro?
I didn't say I would date a 50-year-old, bro. You gotta relax. But
You like
know,
gifts?
Gilf.
What is a gilf?
Grandma.
Grandma,
Oh.
I'd like to beep.
Oh yeah, I don't know about that. I'm going on a cruise, and there's gonna be a bunch of grandmas and moms on there.
You
We're
might
not-
find sugar mama.
That's what we're hoping for.
Would you entertain a sugar mama if she like offered you, I will pay for everything of yours. I just need you to dog me every night.
Bro.
Every night,
Okay, maybe not every night. That's a lot of pressure.
every night.
Every Friday.
She's buying what?
Nah, knowing that gift, she'd probably every Monday.
You know Fads, bro. Fads will be all over that. Even if she said every hour.
Hey, I'm glad. Come on, man. Like what? Yeah,
Is that it? So do you guys think that now, day and age, you know, girls, it's normal for you to hear a girl has a sugar daddy and she's balling, she's buying purses, she's jewelry, whatever. She's always taking trips, and you're like, you never see like this girl's supposed to be like working as like a bartender, but she's in Turks and Caicos every other weekend.
Listen.
Tell the
Hold
story.
up, let me get to my point.
Okay.
Do you feel like the label sugar mama or sugar daddy, obviously sugar daddy more typical, is just a fancy, more respectable way of calling it prostitution?
Oh,
That is a big word.
I don't know. I don't think so because
I
I
wouldn't
know.
say
I know.
that.
Okay, I know this one girl.
Okay,
I'm very great friends with her.
I know who you're talking about.
Okay. And she does not mess with these guys.
Mm-hmm.
She does not have sex with them. I know this for a fact. These guys.
How do you know that for a fact?
Bro,
Look at Zio.
we are great friends, bro. We are great friends. We tell each other everything. Listen, and they don't even meet her. There's a dude from New York sent her over $75,000 worth of stuff.
God damn.
Sent over $75,000.
Goddamn.
Listen, $75,000 worth of stuff. A Rolex. Got some stuff done. Did this, did that, bought this, shoes, clothes. She didn't even meet him, bruh. And I'm over here like,
$75K?
yes.
It's like that's
And
a
we're
whole
on the phone, and I'm on the phone. I'm like, bro, like what? 70, like. And she didn't even meet him.
Are you seeing these transactions though?
Bro, I see the rollie.
Or you think she would cap?
I see everything.
Okay, a rollie is 10K.
Bro, it wasn't one of them.
No, it's not one of them, Jordan. It's not one of them.
It's not one of them.
It's
It's like I seen the clothes, I seen the shoes. This ain't no, Gap. This is like Gucci. This is Prada,
the Yeezy
Chanel, like Van Cleef. You know how much a Van Cleef necklace is?
What is Van Cleef?
Van
See,
Cleef is
Van Cleef is out of my bracket, obviously, because I've never heard of that shit.
Look, a Van Cleef. This is how crazy it is. A Van Cleef is this little ass gold rope that has clovers. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, bing, bing. And it's nothing special. $50,000. You see rappers wearing it now.
That's
$50,000. Little.
I'm like,
bracelets,
yo,
$20,000.
where'd you get that Van Cleef?
But I'm saying, like, bro, and I'm looking at I'm like, bro, this is wild. Like, I'm over here. You just spent what I make.
So you didn't answer my question.
What?
Is it Sugar Daddy's, the label Sugar Daddy, is that
a softer way of
modern age name?
I don't think so, because I just told you that she didn't do nothing with that guy.
Is you're selling your body.
But that's one girl.
But he said that she was not selling her body.
But that's one girl.
But I know more. Hold on. I know a couple of girls.
You say, nah, hold up.
But you're thinking like.
So are you a sugar daddy?
Oh, absolutely not.
I thought you were gonna say, "Oh, happily."
I know.
Absolutely not, man. I don't believe in that.
I don't know, bro.
Man, that's crazy.
That's a big topic.
Okay, so when it comes down to money, we're talking about money in relationships, girls. Are you guys okay? Obviously, you're not in a relationship. Everybody knows that. We're gonna probably establish that every episode we're on. Joint bank accounts. How do you, I want to hear his perspective first, and then we can say our perspective because it kind of is like back and forth. But let me know. What do you think about joint bank account with your girlfriend?
Joint bank accounts. I feel like you should. No, but no, I don't think you should have a joint bank account. But I feel like you guys should have a bank account that you should have your own personal bank account, and then you should have another one that's joint. So where it's like, you know what, we could put a couple, whatever you make, I don't know, it's like a piggy bank or something like that, in this, and this is what we spend. I don't believe in joint bank accounts. I don't believe in.
Why?
Why don't I believe in joint bank accounts? Why should I?
Okay.
I'm saying, like, really think about it.
Question for question. Like, well, why should you not? No, I'm just kidding.
I just feel like, if I worked hard for my money and I did what I had to do, and I'm spending my money, I would like to spend it for you. I'll
tell you, me and Raylene have a joint bank account, and I'll tell you why.
Go ahead.
Number one, we make our money together.
Mm-hmm.
We have our YouTube channel. She has her YouTube channel, right? So this is where, so we have our business, right?
It's pretty specific.
Yeah. So we have our business, which is the LLC, and that basically is what our YouTube pays into. Mm-hmm. That's our joint account because that's both of our money.
But do you have a separate one?
So then I have an account. I have a card. I mean, it's on the same account because basically, like, we just put the business, the LLC, under my account. And so I have the checking, which is my card. And that is basically like what my TuneCore, which is what my music streaming pays through. So that's basically like all of our money.
I agree with that.
And then her YouTube pays out to her solo YouTube pays out to her card. But bro, we transfer our money into our LLC just because, number one, everything's a write-off over here at the LLC. Number two, we live together. We pay rent. We pay all of our bills together. We got 2 daughters. It's a whole different situation with me and her than if you were to just get a girlfriend and you guys are like kind of, like we didn't get a joint bank account
you
until
have two separate
like a year in,
ways to make money.
Yeah.
I understand your perspective.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not like, I used to be like, nah, bro, fuck a joint bank account. But once you like get into a relationship to where you share everything with her and you trust her with everything that you got, what's the point in not? I mean, are you always gonna pull out your card and spend money from your account, So is she always gonna pull out money from her? Like,
how do you guys do like when it comes down to you wanting to spend money or her wanting to spend money?
We don't complain at all. Like, if
you went and you just wanted to buy a Rolex like today,
yeah, I mean that would be a conversation for sure because that's a big spend. But like, say she wants to go on fucking Skims and spend $500, she's not gonna put us in a hole to where, okay, we got bills to pay. She's not going to spend money to where, oh, fuck, that's going to put us.
So you have to have a mutual understanding.
We have a mutual understanding. Okay, this is what our bills cost throughout the month. This is what we're not going to spend throughout or this is what is going to be left. And we don't let our bank account get under a certain amount of dollars. Like, and that certain amount of dollars might be a little to some people. That certain amount of dollars might be a lot to some people and be like, what are you talking about? You have that. Like, but there's all the, I mean, I don't know if you guys have that too. Like, you guys don't let your bank account get under a certain amount, but, and I consider that kind of a savings without being in a savings account. If that makes sense.
I feel like, so me and Sally's, how we do it is, cause it's different. We don't have it, like our business or the way we make money is not, like it's together. How do I say? Like we benefit each other, but it's not like how it is with you guys where it's like, when you post or you do a video, that money you make is basically both of yours all the time almost. With us, it's like she has her brand deals and she makes her money on her brand deals. I make my money on my brand deals. But some of the times we have to collab like TikToks or Instagram pictures or whatever it is. So what we came to agreement with is that when it comes down to a joint bank account, we're not there yet to make a whole bank account, but we do have our little shoebox money where we kind of use as our savings instead of like money that we would spend.
That's smart.
And what we do is we just have a, you know what I'm saying? Wherever it is, it might be in the hole in Scottsdale or something under the ground, but it's got a little shoebox money in there, you know what I'm saying? A little Sean. That's basically from stuff that we've done together. We just put in there and we're like, okay, this is a savings account for when we do want to buy something big, like a house together or car or whatever it is.
That's smart.
And I like one thing that you said, you know, this goes away from kind of the sharing the bank accounts and stuff like that. You said, you know, the amount that we don't go below it could be a lot to some people and it could be a little to some people. And I want to really just touch on that right there because people could look at Cook right now and be like, damn, Cook has everything. He got money, he got this, he got that. In reality, or even look at me, or oh, Fads, you have jewelry. You have
whole time we're looking at someone else like, damn, they got everything.
Whole time I'm like, I'm not even content with what I got, man. I gotta. And that goes about around your environment. I feel like environment is key because it's like you're hanging around people who don't or who are not. I would say, I don't want to say that, but you're hanging around people who don't make that much type of money or even how do I want to put that?
I get what you're saying. Like it's not, you haven't seen what's really out there. Like when you get around people that are making money. Okay, but if you're saying
some people are looking at you and they're like, damn, I want what he has. And then the people that they're looking at are looking at someone else. Looking at, okay, I want what you have. How?
It's who you're around.
Do you define success?
That's exactly what I'm saying. Like right now, I'm nowhere where I want to be. But then there's people who look at me like, I want to be where you're at. I hang around so many millionaires. I hang around so many people who got it, bro, that, you know, I'm uncomfortable at all times. I'm like, bro, I got to go out and get it. I got to make sure.
But the whole time you think that they got it.
I know that
because that's your personal opinion, though. Like,
I know that like
exactly.
No, but you also don't know, bro, because you're not logging into their Wells Fargo or Chase.
No, not that. Not that they don't have that money. They could have that money, but at the same time, like you said, they're thinking. Maybe they're not showing it, but I guarantee you, 9 out of 10 of those people that you think got it are thinking, I don't got it. I need to be like,
and that's it. There's another level you could always take it to, and that's, man. Shout out Perk, man. There's always another level you could take it to. So it's like, and what you said, you ain't logged into their bank, bro. One of my close homies, logged into his bank in front of me, showed me, 6, 7, 8 figures in the bank.
Goddamn, how much is 8 figures?
10 mil plus.
God damn.
Right. And I seen it with my own eyes. And he's like, I'm not even content with where I'm at. And that goes back to where you said, I'm just like, bro, there's people who look at us. We look at other people. other people look at other people, other people look at other people, and it just keeps going on and on and on. But at the end of the day, I just feel like there has to be a point to where it's like you gotta understand, like, man, entrepreneurship is a fucking journey, bro. It's a fucking journey. But it's So you know, with me, it's just like, you know, I'm nowhere where I want to be. But I for anybody watching this, bro, it's like I feel like everybody that looks at somebody on social media, we talked about earlier, social media is kind of a lie, man. You know, you got to look at yourself and be like, okay, am I happy with what I do? Right. And that comes back to fulfillment and all sorts of things like that. You know, are you happy with what you do? You know, and if you're happy and you're content, you know, with the money that you make and the things that you're doing, I feel like that's the best part of life, is if you're fulfilled and you're happy with what you do. Not about the amount of money that you make, but about the amount of happiness that you make. People don't have to make 6 figures a year to be happy, bro. I've seen people work a job and have a family and be the happiest people ever.
That's what I was saying. Some people are happy with structure. Some people are happy with making their certain amount of X dollars a month, and then they're comfortable because they know not to go crazy and stuff like that. And
my mom, what's crazy is, like, I could say this now, but when I was a kid, I did not understand it. My mom, she used to say something, and I know you remember it. I used to always be like, we used to be those kids that would always be like, I want to be rich, like, you know what I'm saying? Tell me some money. And tell me some money. Yeah, I was like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? They're rich, like, and my mom would always be like, no, you're rich. And I was like, no, like, what do you mean I'm rich? Like, I'm not rich, you know what I'm saying? And she would say, wise woman once said, my mom, she said, you're rich in your heart. And I used to always be like, what, you're rich because you're rich in your heart. And I used to be like, what do you mean, like, you're rich in your heart? I thought it was like, just like love, like, oh, you love me, da. But what she meant by that, now I understand, is you will never consider yourself rich or content with life or successful until you accept it yourself, until you have put those pieces together and you're like, you know what, this is what makes me rich. This is what makes me happy, successful. It's not the amount of dollars I have in my bank account. It's not how many cars I have, how big my crib is. It's what makes me content, because what makes you happy may not make the other person happy. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I have been starting to realize that a lot more lately, is learning that, okay, yeah, I have X amount of dollars and I'm always trying to work to make more money. But at the same time, I'm also trying to work in those different aspects of life, like waking up early, getting on a schedule. That makes me happy. Going to the gym. I know my body's right. It's making me happy. You know what I'm saying? Getting my mental right. Like, not thinking a certain way every day is making me happy. Having a beautiful girlfriend, trying to have kids, like buy a house, like that's the type of stuff that I feel like makes me rich. You know what I'm saying? And it sounds so corny, but it's true.
That's facts. And that goes back to what you were saying about you know, defining success, right? Is success financial? No. Like, people think, oh, bro, that dude is so successful. Like, it's more than being financially free. It's like, yo, you have to have the right mindset, you got to have the right emotions, you got to have the right like your physique, it all builds into it. And I feel like, you know, what let me ask y'all, what is y'all definition of success?
Like, I mean, I kind of just explained mine.
Yeah, I mean,
or you're saying, like, personally, like, what I think would make.
What is your definition of success?
I feel like physically fit, you know what I'm saying? Emotionally there. I don't know exactly what, like, details of that. Having somebody that I, you know what I'm saying, care for, I love, like my girlfriend. Having kids eventually. I definitely want kids, because I just feel like that's just something that you look towards every morning, that, like, will give you, like, a motivation, a boost to go harder every day. I feel like definitely having, like, my own property, so a house, you know what I'm saying, where I can do whatever I want to do on it. And then obviously vacations for me, like being able to just have that financial freedom, not being rich, but just having that financial freedom to be able to do stuff when I want to do it. That for me, honestly,
I like
is
that.
one of the biggest things. Because I feel like you understand for sure. Like we're all successful financially, but when it comes down to vacations, I feel like that's the moment when you realize
experiences.
like, damn, I'm doing it. Like I'm living. Like
Bro,
I'm
we've had so many, great experiences, so many
That's
great
one thing
vacations.
that me and Raylene slack with is just like, I mean, it's not we slack with it. It's just we can't up and just go. You know what I'm saying? Like a weekend, yeah, maybe, but like the girls, like we could get up and go for a week, and like we have people that like their grandparents and everything. Like everyone is so good with like, yo, if we need to do something, like they'll watch them. But the girls, like no matter how much they like to front, they need us.
Do you feel like when you're on vacation, you're in your element? And I'll let you speak on that too. But you, like
we're in our element, but like only for the first like
element though.
Like you're just like, for me when I'm on vacation, I'm vibing. Nothing.
See,
can
we
fuck up my
vibe for like a day or two, and then we're like, okay, this doesn't feel right, because our brains are already what the fuck, dude? Oh my gosh, our brains are automatically like trained to hear loud ass noises and like be like, no, don't touch that. Or no, and then when we don't do that for a whole 48 hours, we think it's not right, and that's a routine. I don't know. But when we travel with the girls, like when the girls are on vacation with us, we could be there for years. Like, and we've even like talked about, like I asked her just out of the blue. I asked Raylene, I'm like, you want to just move to another state? Like, let's just do it. Let's take the girls. Let's just move to another state and just see how we like it for a year.
Yeah.
Just because like I've always wanted to live somewhere like random, like Utah, like Kentucky or some shit that I've never experienced, like the climate change or nothing, just to say that I've done it. And if I fall in love with it, shit, so my family can buy plane ticket.
You moved to Miami out of nowhere. Like I remember
out of the blue.
It was like, I was like planning on moving with you, and he was like, nah, I already got my ring, I can't do it. Da, da, da. I'm like, damn. So what did you learn? What did you love? What did you not like about moving to a different, because that was your first time ever moving out the state, right?
Yeah, it was my first time moving out the state and going.
Were you born and raised in Arizona?
I wasn't born in Arizona, but I was raised.
But you've been here most of your life.
Where were you born?
Cali.
Word?
What part?
San Diego.
Yeah, it's a Dago boy.
It's a Dago. Shout out Dago.
Yeah, but going from Arizona to Miami, and it wasn't Miami like Brickell area, like where all the loud noises. I lived in the suburbs. I lived in Sunny Isles, where it was a bunch of rich.
Right next door to Trump Towers.
No, I lived in Trump Palace.
Or Trump? Oh yeah, you did live in Trump Palace.
I lived in Trump Palace
while Trump was going through the whole thing.
Bro, Trump Palace. Look, I know what y'all got to say, but Trump Palace was amazing, man.
Oh, I remember being there.
They would take your laundry. They'd do your laundry for you. They would. Bro,
you're lying,
bro. Stop.
He did.
So you never did your laundry? Did they fold it?
But nah. Sometimes. I mean, they just do they do your laundry, bro.
So they do your laundry. They bring it back to your door.
They treat you like Trump.
They come and pick up your laundry, and they literally have it back to you. Obviously you have to pay for the service. It's not free, but you pay for the service. I never really did it. You ever, then you gotta pay for it and stuff like that. But it was a service that was there. And then, bro, I was 50 floors up. I had one of the best views I've ever seen in my whole life.
Yeah, I lived on your story every day.
Every day, man. Every day. And I lived on the beach. You walk downstairs, literally like 20 steps to the beach.
It's crazy.
And I went from going.
It wasn't just a regular beach, though. It was one of those beaches where, like, they come up to you and they have, like, what kind of drinks would you want? What kind of food do you want?
So it's like a resort style beach every day.
Literally a resort.
It was a resort, bro. Like, it was dead a resort. And I went from, living in Arizona to that, and I was just, I learned a lot of shit through there. I started meditating on the beach every single morning. I started doing just little things, but I noticed myself getting lonely. Like,
bro, every person needs their family. Mm-hmm. Every person needs their family.
And was it family or was
it was family. I would come home. I would come to Arizona once a month. And I'll come and see family. I'll come and see friends, business, and certain things like that. But you know, I don't like going out like that a lot. Like, you know, man, like, you know, I wasn't somebody that was like, oh, let's go out. I'm just somebody that was like at home, and like it got to a point to where it was like, yeah, you're waking up every single day, but you were just waking up to a beautiful view. You're waking up to a beach. You're waking up to, you know, you're doing your business and certain things like that. But it's like now you're missing certain people that you were always kicking it with, and you're just like, you know, it's cool. And then they FaceTime you. They might be out or something. And you just vibing through FaceTime. You're just like, damn, bro. Like, I'm gonna come back next week. Like, you know, like
that goes exactly back to, like, what do you like? I guess define successful. Like, what you would think might make you happy. After a while, kind of like having money. Like, I used to think having money would be like, okay, once I have $100,000 in my bank account, I'm set, done, good. Happy as fuck, like I'm Bill Gates. But then you're like, nah, I missed the things that I didn't think I would miss. So
yeah, and I mean, I got into a state of gratitude and appreciation a lot, man. Like, after, you know, a situation that happened between us with that.
We'll talk about that on another episode,
another podcast. Crazy. Anyway,
crazy.
But I got into a state of gratitude and appreciation. It was just like, man, like I started appreciating little things. Like, you know, sometimes we live our daily life, bro, and we don't just appreciate little things that people do. And you just gotta say thank you. Like, you know, someone holding the door for you, just like appreciating those little things. Or like the stuff that your mom or your dad does, like without you even knowing it. Like, you know, this is taking a toll. I still take my laundry to my mom's crib.
Yeah.
Like, and the thing is, a lot of y'all gonna hit me with, oh, bro, you're lazy. No, she loves to do it.
Yeah.
Because every time I come, she wants to see me. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna take my laundry to your crib. Yeah. And she was like, yes, bring it. And I'm like, all right, bet.
When you get older, your mom I feel like everybody's mom starts to like try to find a reason to see you. No matter what it is. Like, everybody has a different style. Like, our mom is like, I made dinner tonight. Like, can you guys come over? Or I want to see the girls for him and his girlfriend, or with my girlfriend.
Yeah,
like, I know
it's at the point where my mom is just like, hey, can you bring the girls over?
Yeah. My mom just booked a board and brush for them.
Yeah, the girls are going tomorrow or something like that.
Like painting
and on Saturday we're all going. My mom, first off, Saturday's Cinema Day, National Cinema Day, right? Cinnabon. But she booked out. She bought every single seat in one row for this movie. The whole row she booked out. Like, even the like 20 something seats.
Oh, we got 2 extra tickets. You guys.
When is it?
She booked out like 20 something seats on Saturday. It's like some movie at like 10:30, but
some good new movie.
Booked out the whole row just so she can invite whoever. She bought all the tickets. I'm like, why did you just buy all those tickets? I just wanted to have fun. I wanted to see family.
I know.
I'm like, yeah, but I mean, yeah, family is a big thing that everyone needs, whether you want to believe it or not.
And there's some people that aren't close to their family, and it's just like, you gotta appreciate that. You, like I said, you know, gratitude and appreciation. Like, bro, imagine if we didn't have who we had in our lives, like our family. Like, bro, that's why people's lives are so much different than ours, because we can attend to our family if we want to. But like, sometimes people are distant from their mom or their dad or their brothers or sisters or even cousins, man. And it's like, you know, you got to find that love. You got to find that appreciation for them. And it's just like, you're going to start feeling more happy, genuinely. So that's dope.
I think that's a wrap for the podcast.
Bro, that's a good, hey, I'm going to be completely honest.
Was that?
This is our second episode.
That'd be like an hour 20.
Yeah,
like hour 30 maybe.
Yeah. This is a really good, I feel like this was a really good, we touched on a lot of stuff.
Lots of knowledge.
But I do think our next episode, I say we bring on a guest.
We got to. I think
a couple guests. I don't know. We have somebody that possibly might be here tomorrow that I feel like would be a good first special guest duo or single. And so hopefully, you know what I'm saying, you guys can maybe try to guess in the comments who that's going to be. But if you guys do want to see some other guests too, like that you guys, I think I said it on the first episode, that you guys think we can't get, we will get. So comment down below some guests that you want to see on the podcast. We're only up from here. But if you guys haven't already, you're already watching, you already streamed the end of this podcast, go and watch the first episode, and make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn that post notification bell on, so you know every single time we post a podcast.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And you see the fit, man. I don't have to explain it every time, but you know.
Bro, we can talk.
We came-
at the end
we
of every
came back
episode.
again. We
At the
came-
end of every episode.
We came back again.
Listen.
And I don't care what nobody is talking about because I feel like I got the best
do
fit
got
on
Listen,
right now.
at the end of every episode, we can say what we have on, and we can let them judge in the comments.
Okay,
if
well, let
who
me get
has
to
the best
standing
fit.
up.
Let's ask
Let me get
Fads how long it took him to come up with that outfit.
It took me literally like, I got dressed in this in how long?
I'm gonna tell you right now, they can't even see everything, so you might as well just sit
Okay.
down and explain it. What do you have on the shirt? They can read it.
Balenciaga shirt, man.
Mastercard
Balenciaga.
edition.
Huh?
Mastercard edition. No, it's literally what it's.
A Mary jeans, man, with the Balenciaga shoes. You feel what I'm saying? Like, quick little
Like
This nigga got
accessories.
boats on his
Socks on.
shoes.
But it's not even about the brand. It's about how you put the brand on. Because I don't care
Okay.
what brand you got.
Okay.
I don't care. You could go and spend all your money on Gucci. Oh, I got a Gucci shirt. I don't care. How are you putting that Gucci shirt on?
The
Just-
dudes that be
what'd
wearing the Gucci sweatsuits be having me
All right, so
dead.
what'd you put
Like the
together?
today, you know what I'm saying? I went I'm probably going to be the dude that always comes I'm
no,
like relaxed.
out of everybody, I'm gonna be the one that comes comfortable.
Nah, I'm pretty
Bro.
comfortable. You might always see me in sweats or stacked pants, but I put on, you know what I'm saying? We got I think these are like the Oregon 3s, right? Or something like that. PEs.
No, the pine green threes.
Pine green 3s. They got a
think.
little yellow on them, so I thought it was Oregon. You know, I got to say shout out to they didn't pay us, CEO, so we ain't shouting them out. But you know what I'm saying? I got on some good stacked leggings damn near. And I got on a good like basic green tee. You know, we got the Cuban link
That's
diamond
boohoo long
tricolor.
sleeve for sure.
Nah, it's
No?
not.
Yeah, we gotta stop saying brands, man.
I
Until
know, I'm
they
not
pay
even gonna
us.
say the brand. And then you know what I'm saying? This is a homie, so
He
I can
said
shout
the
him out.
brands.
1213
Bro,
hat.
these are.
You think we'll never get sponsored? Don't belittle us. We will get sponsored by
You
them.
might have a Balenciaga like candle just sitting right there one day.
Anyways,
Who knows?
I got the Zara tee. You know what I'm saying? Zara
We called
cream
at the
tee.
beginning of the podcast. I called him one of those beans, the little weighted
We'll start
ones.
from the head. I had to put something on the head wear because you know I got scars and scratches on my face right now. So I got the white beanie. This is actually the first time I've been able to wear a beanie, and these are the style beanies I feel like look best on my head.
It looks good.
So-
Fits your cone fucking head perfect.
Yeah.
First
Dope.
off, Justice, we got a picture of Justice bald when he was a kid.
Oh my God, big ass
Yo,
head.
hey, what'd you say? He knew the answer before they even asked the question. Anyways, I got the Zara mint or the Zara like cream tee on. Rolex, you know what I'm saying? I got the mint crew. They're like stacked. I mean, they're flares. They're like flares. They're not stacked. And then I got what lot is this? Is that lot 50?
I can't even
I got
see.
lot 50. You know what I'm saying?
Good drip.
Off-white.
Dunks on. It's simple drip, but you'll see me just sitting back like this in a comfy. I'm not wearing anything
I'm
tight.
gonna come comfy next week.
So you know I'm not
Might
wearing.
as well.
Yeah.
You might as well
Comfy
come in a
but
little
fitted.
sweatsuit.
comfy both
Fats
fitted.
lays his outfit out the night before. Anyways,
I got
thanks for
another
coming to another
outfit
Talk
ready.
That Talk podcast, and we out this thing.
We should say thanks for coming to another Talk That Talk podcast. We're about to walk that walk.